Good morning, everybody at Wake Up Well. Today we're going to be looking at Proverbs 19 and specifically Proverbs 19 verse 21 that says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." I don't know what kind of personality you have, whether you're a planner, whether you're more go with the flow. I am definitely a planner. I love plans, I love organising things. But I would say no matter what your personality type this morning, that this applies to us all, that we all carry plans in our hearts of different sizes and different details. They could be plans for how we want to spend our free time, plans for our work life, plans for family life, plans for holidays, plans, broader plans for our lives that line up with the desires that we have for our lives. And plans aren't bad. Being a planner's not bad. It's how God's created me, and He uses it for His glory in so many ways. But it can also mean that I find it hard when plans change, and we all know, don't we, that life doesn't always work out like we'd hoped or like we'd planned. And specifically at the moment in the season with coronavirus, I know that a lot of people have had plans shift and have had plans change. There's constantly things changing around us, and the parameters always constantly moving and changing. That means we have to shift plans. People have had to really cancel big plans in their lives at the moment. For us personally, just to give you an example, we are nearly 38 weeks pregnant, due to give birth in the next couple of weeks, and I was asked the other day, do I have a birth plan? I was like, I just don't even know where to start with that. The rules and the guidelines from the hospitals constantly changing. We've had to we were going to have family up to come and help, and now we're unable to do that. Lots of plans have had to shift, lots of plans have had to change. I'm not going to lie, that's been pretty hard. There's been sadness and grief that's come with letting a lot of those plans go. And I think for a lot of people, as things shift and change, there is a grieving and there is a sadness to that. But this proverb this morning gives us hope in the midst of that. It says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." And this proverb reminds us that about the sovereignty of God, that God is still on His throne, no matter how much the sand is shifting around us and the things are changing around us, that God is sovereign, that God is steadfast, and the love that He has for us is never ending and never changing. And that is such good news. In the process of just the situation we're in terms of pregnancy and a pandemic, God's just continually asking me the question, do you trust me? Do you trust me? Do you trust my heart for you? Do you trust my love for you? Do you trust that I am with you? And I think that's the message that He wants to, and the question He wants to ask all of us today is, in the midst of that, in the midst of all the uncertainty, in the midst of all the shifts and the changes, do we trust Him? Do we trust His heart? Do we trust His intentions? There's a great line in that song by United Pursuit that says, "Now I am hidden in the safety of your love. I trust your heart and your intentions." And that's just the response that I want to have to Jesus in this season, that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how much things have to shift and change, that I trust Him and I trust His plans, I trust His purposes. I trust that they are better than any I could ever think of or dream up for myself, even though I think I make great plans, but that actually that His plans and purposes for my life are so much better, and that I can trust Him with my hopes, I can trust Him with my plans, I can trust Him with my dreams, but I can also trust Him when those things don't happen or work out in the way that I expected, because He loves us and He is for us and He is with us.